welcome back. We are once again with our merry band of adventurers, Onyx Goliath, Urza, Argent Menace, and Chenna. Last we left off, they had cleared out what was the haunted house. Ghosts apparently haunting the house seemed to have been bands of smugglers, and what they thought would be an easy adventure turns out to have been a very deadly threat lurking in the midst of the Salt Marsh. Uh, we are now currently back in town. They have bought the items that they had needed to, except for Onyx. Onyx seems to have forgotten something that he had wanted earlier, or I should say, later last session. So, what is it, Onyx, that you would like to actually purchase real quick, if you don't mind?
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly go to the smithy, sell some weapons and that I had on me, and see if I can buy some armor.
Okay.
Uh, I'll follow too because I do have some leftover weapons I would like to sell.
Understood. What would you have to sell?
I am looking to sell 2 scimitars, 2 crossbows, and a longsword.
Okay. For the light crossbows, the guy at the smithy kind of looks it over. Both of them seem to be very well, at the very least, well enough intact where they could probably restring it up real quick and then sell it again. He offers you 22 gold apiece for those.
All right, I'll sell it.
And then, sorry, can you give me the other two real quick as well?
That would be the scimitars, 2 scimitars, and 1 longsword.
Okay. Along with the crossbows, he gives you the price of 22 gold for the scimitars as well. He
22
believes they're in
scimitars?
good enough. Yes, 22 for the scimitars. They're in well enough shape, and I believe I'll be able to fix them up and then resell them for enough. Or if not, the metal with the metal on them should cover the loss.
Okay, so here, let me get a calculator out quickly because I don't feel like doing the math. Okay. Yeah, I'll sell the scimitars and the crossbows, and then what's the longsword worth?
The long sword, unfortunately, it looks like it's taken just some damage, but it's of lesser value just because most people have long swords here and there. 10 gold is best I can do.
I'll take it. I don't need it anyways.
Okay.
All right.
Are you done?
The only other thing I wish to know is what kind of light armor do you guys have?
Well, you can look around the shop and see what we have, but I'm not quite sure what would fit your build, I would say. I mean, you seem to fit of a medium-sized human, but I do not know what exactly you would best fit in is the problem.
Do you guys have a studded leather?
Studded leather, yes.
Cool. I would like to procure a set of that then.
Ah, okay. For you, because you have brought us some fine instruments and some fine weaponry, mostly weaponry, I'll sell it to you for 40 gold pieces.
I'll take it.
I saw you out on the square, actually, or the market the other day. You were very good. So that's why I believe selling you this at a discount. Just if you could, when you do perform, just remind them that you got your armor here at the Dwarven Anvil, if you would.
Will do. Thank you.
Thank you.
And do you have any weapons in stock at the current moment, other than the weapons I just sold you?
Yes, if you want, you can look peruse our items real quick. We have plenty up on the wall. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Let's see. It's hard to say. I'm either looking for. I mean, I'm assuming it's probably not quarterstaffs, but quarterstaff, hand axe, or maybe a javelin.
Okay.
I mean, it's
What?
if you have anything that's in general in those areas, I'll take a look at them. So if
We
if you
have
don't have it,
javelins.
okay.
Javelins. No. You can look upon that wall right there, and you can see that there are javelins kind of stored in our pulse our pole holder. In regards to quarterstaffs, it's very interesting that you bring that up. There is a quarterstaff that was left here by I think someone of around your stature. I do not know why he needed to sell it, but it seems that he needed finance for a journey he was going on. If you want, it's also over there. It's hanging up with the javelins. No one has really bought it, particularly because no one really uses just staffs.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I want to see what it is.
Okay, so basically, you go over real quick, and what you see is you see the javelins up there. There's basically just the basic javelins. I can give you the breakdown of what they are in regards to the damage. But outside of that, there's the quarterstaff. But you see it, and you kind of recognize that this is the three section staff. So
Section
it can
set.
be broken down
Yeah,
and then like put back together very easily.
I didn't expect to actually find it this quick, but hey, let's go. Okay. Okay. 3 bamboo harvesting. How much is can I inspect it to see like the condition?
Yes, go ahead.
That will be investigation.
Yeah, we'll do investigation for that.
20 roll. Well, it's 6. I hit a 6.
Honestly, you're not 100%, but I mean, you kind of detach them and then reattach everything, and realistically, everything kind of worked with the three section staff.
3 sections. Oh, is that gonna be a custom item I'm gonna have to add?
No, you can basically just use. It's basically using the statistics of the quarterstaff, which is basically sorry, with it, it's 1d6 bludgeoning, and if it's versatile, it's a 1d8. Which with the three section staff, I give it the 1d8.
Okay, so would it be a normal quarter staff or be 1, 2, or dishes or 3?
It would be a quarterstaff, but you can put in a customized note within the quarterstaff three section staff.
Okay.
But it's a quarterstaff, so that way it's easier to hold on to in D&D Beyond.
All right. How much is it for this staff here?
Honestly, no one else has really bought it, and we're not sure if we can even sell it or if the chains are even usable. Sell it to you for gold, honestly, because we don't know what else to do with it.
Yeah, I'll take it for a gold. That's worth it in my eyes.
Thank you. Would you like to check out the javelins?
Yeah, I'll check out the javelins and see what you got.
Okay. So you see a couple of javelins here and there. Nothing of, very high, like super high quality. But there are, but actually, you know what? Roll an investigation check for me, will you?
Yeah, just let me add my staff real quick. And investigation to be, here we go. 15.
Okay. Very, very interesting. So you basically sift through kind of the poles, and one of the poles that you reach, that you actually see, you don't actually touch it because you're not sure, but you feel a magical essence pulminating off of one of the javelins. Outside of that, the rest of them kind of feel normal to you. You're not sure.
One that feels magical.
A little bit.
Am I able to identify any magic or not?
Roll Arcana. We'll see.
Yeah, I figure it's good Arcana. 16.
You're not 100%, but you feel, because it was brought up before, that something of lightning nature might happen with this javelin. You're not sure. Electricity seems to spark through it when you try to get close to it.
Okay, how much is it? For it?
Do you bring it up to the counter?
Yeah. I got an interest in this javelin here. How much for this one?
Oh, wow, you seem to have found something that was kind of made long ago by my mother here, actually. Hey, Ma, you mind coming up here and helping this man with this item? An old woman, basically, she's an elderly, dark-skinned woman. She comes up. He introduces her. His name is Jasker, as Mafera. She is the lead. She's actually the lead blacksmith at the Dwarven Anvil. She's like, I see you've stumbled upon my javelin of lightning that I created a while back. Yes, one of my better creations, honestly. It's actually very durable and very interesting when thrown. Yes, I don't mind selling it to you for about 300 gold.
Yeah, I don't have 300 gold on. Is there a chance I could ask to have it saved when I do have 300 gold?
Honestly, a group of adventurers of yourself don't usually come in and out to find certain items of peculiarity like that. Here, you guys usually go to the those people over there, the shop for the Ias, or you might even go up to Winston's shop. But yes, I wouldn't mind saving it as long as you maybe put down a down payments for holding it, measly 10 gold.
Yeah, I'll spend a 10 gold to hold it.
For 10 gold, we can hold it for 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Okay.
3 weeks, yep.
Just let me know when them 3 weeks are about to be up, because I'm not gonna remember that.
Okay. Not a problem.
10
Okay.
gold for it.
Okay, you hand over 10 gold, and that is it. Would anybody else like to do anything in particular before we go off to the town hall?
I think I've done everything for my character in the last session.
Understood.
I'm good.
Yeah. I'm good too.
Okay, then we will move forward. So as we're moving forward here, you guys do want to go back and go to the town hall. As you know, it is to collect your reward for clearing out the haunted house or the retained ghosts. So you go up and you basically talk with the town guard, and they basically, after explaining the situation, the town guard goes inside, and then he quickly comes back out, and he gestures to you guys inside.
Right.
So once inside, you basically see the outside is basically the same as kind of the inside, where it's a large brick building, but as you kind of go through, you don't really see, but you see rooms basically labeled with each of the council members kind of on there. Basically, it's just like a political office where there's like a governor, senator, all that kind of stuff, and then there's like aides and stuff like that. They'll all have like names on doors to indicate their own type of rooms. Basically, the town hall works the exact same as that. So as you go in and you see everything, you are then gestured into basically a larger room to hold basically town hall council meetings. There are obviously seats in the back for multiple people in regards to meetings that they have to discuss things in. But then there are, let's see, I'm trying to remember, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 basically seats sitting atop basically these tall desks, brandishing 5 people. You can see on the front of them each one kind of labeled, so that way obviously not everybody knows the town council members, and just like when they're sitting down in Congress and all that kind of stuff, the senators have their names kind of plaqued in front of them. So you see in front of them 5 names. The first one is Ida Oland, Oweland. Ida Oland. She is a female human, as far as you can tell. The next one is Gellan Primewater, Gellan, and then Primewater. He is a male human. The next is Eleander Fireborn, Eliandr, where he is a male human. And then another one is Manistrad Copperlocks, where she is a female dwarf. Kind of the first time you guys are seeing, actually maybe second time you're seeing dwarves in Saltmarsh. And then the final one, the final one is Anders Solmar, Anders and then Solmor, who is also a male human. If any of you can, please roll a history check.
History. Rolling. 16.
Ah, thank you very much. So with that 16, You actually remember that Anders was the one who originally put out that quest to basically clear out the haunted house.
14.
You also
Wait.
remember this.
Who was it? Sorry? Anders?
Anders Solmar. He's
Anders.
the fifth council member.
Yeah.
I got 12.
You also remember that.
I got a 7.
You just remember that somebody somewhere in Saltmarsh has given you that quest. You're not 100% sure where. Starting off very strong for the night, Tyler.
Typical Tyler.
Dun,
Alright.
dun, 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 dun.
So I'm gonna approach Anderson with the skull in hand of the chemist, and I'm gonna
The alchemist?
yeah, the alchemist. With the skull of the alchemist in the hand, I'm gonna approach him with it and ask him, I believe you owe us a reward.
Oh my gosh, what the? Get that off my desk. He basically pushes it, and then I'm guessing you catch it off of his desk.
Yes.
There was no need to occupy my space with that skull there. Why would you do such a thing? You just needed to confirm whether or not you had cleared the house and then shown me that. But
This is
This is how I show it. It's ahead of the person that
okay,
you
well,
requested.
next time maybe just hold something like that from a distance, if you would.
Well, I mean,
Not so much something I need to see up close.
it's technically clean.
Yes, it is clean.
It's
I
been
can see
clean
that.
for decades at this
But I'd
point.
rather not have that on sullying my desk. Not something that's very sanitary, I guess is the best way to put it. Look, if there's anyone here who's little, it's you.
But back on topic.
Look, okay, so
So about that
yes.
reward.
Yes. So, outside of obviously what the skull is here, which I'm assuming is the alchemist who had once occupied the house, what else was going on up there? How can we confirm that you've cleared it? Is there anything
Well,
you know what was haunting the house?
From what was haunting the house, I believe it was the undead chemist here. He was actually locked away, but underneath there was bandits that were holding up in the place. We actually ended up clearing them
Bandits?
out, and they had they stolen barrels of beer that was actually from Saltmarsh, and we brought that back and gave it back to authorities.
Ah, I remember hearing something about that. Give me a sec. He actually looks over to Iliander, and he kind of fumbles through some papers real quick, kind of checking, and he's like, "Ah, yes. The guards did hand me this warrant here about some stolen goods being retrieved that had the king's seal. Thank you for returning them. We shall obviously pay you for returning them. We'll add 50 gold to the reward for that. But if you wouldn't mind, we would like to hand you that 50 gold now, and then hold off until we can send an observer up there. It should only take a day up there and then a day back just to verify your findings, if that would be okay.
50 gold now and what?
And then the actual reward later on the return of the person who will go up to identify whether or not you did clear the house and that there's no more quote hauntings.
How long would that
And
be?
then a day.
About
Like,
2
it-
days.
No, a day, because it will take him probably about a day up. And well, yeah, I don't want to say 2 days. I'm just gonna call it a day, basically. If he goes up now and then he comes back, by the time it's been around, it'll be a full quote day.
There
See-
may or may not be a dead body. I think his name was Shit Shack or something like that.
You did try to attack us.
Fair warning.
Have to rescue him.
Shit shack. Oh, you mean? No, I was kidding. I'm not actually. I don't know who that guy
Screaming
is.
from across the map, he's here.
You hear
Damn.
in your minds as you take 1d4 psychic damage. Snake Shake Shack, you idiots, you bumbling morons!
Wow, his voice
No, I'm
changed
kidding.
hella hard.
No, I'm
He sounds like a flea.
Pardon me.
You bumbling morons, how dare you!
The ghost
You guys
still
hear a
haunts us.
buzzing by chance?
Pardon me, but does the name Sam Boleyn ring a bell to any of you council members?
What?
Sam
Oh,
Boleyn.
Yeah, that was the bandit's leader. We ended up taking him down too. It's San Belen.
San Boleyn. I don't think I think I've ever heard of a San Boleyn. They all look between each other. No clue between them all about a San Boleyn. But they do know that any sort of smuggling operation that you have closed down will definitely warrant investigation. So, if you wouldn't mind coming back tomorrow around the same time, they would happily pay you your reward.
Fair enough.
I'm
We just
gonna-
weren't sure if we had heard of this individual before and figured we should report that as well.
Understood. We appreciate that, and it will be noted down. Obviously, there's a notary kind of in the corner, writing everything that you say, and including the little bitch part, by the way. Urza. So,
You think my fairy cares?
no, probably not.
So, Asian, I sent you a message. I don't want to ask in the group because I don't want to, metagame.
Mhm.
So, I just want
I
you
mean,
to let me know.
Do you know about that item or no?
From last session, you said only one person knew about it. Is the one that identified it?
Okay, yeah. So then it wouldn't
So
be
that- yeah.
pertainable then. So yeah, no, there wouldn't really be any sort of need or necessity to bring it up. Thank you though.
Okay. Yeah, I just figured I didn't
metagaming-
want to push it.
No,
and
I
be
appreciate it. No, yeah, metagaming is sometimes definitely frowned upon in when you play D&D. So honestly, asking the DM every so often about questions regarding that, and then kind of getting the answer definitely helps. In fact, Jason, take an inspiration point. So an inspiration point.
I'm
if you did not-
inspired.
yeah, it's basically like kind of like a bardic inspiration where you can use it at any point in time, like, and then add a
I want
d6.
one.
Do something besides fuck up, and maybe I will.
Really?
Do something besides throwing bad rolls and screwing doors.
Or maybe screw the door in a right way, and
We're just
I won't,
gonna-
which is by not screwing a door.
So we're just gonna ignore the last fight entirely? All right, fine. I get it. I see where this is going.
Hey,
Remember, Tyler,
Hey, I already
Hey.
called it out that you clutched it. You don't need anymore.
Look,
I
no,
like you.
fighting saves your team members, and everybody in your team is glad. Doing something for the DM, that's a whole different story.
But so in other words, Asian, I believe that's probably the smart item, right?
Yeah, we just won't bring it up. It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
So basically, the town council members will hand you guys 50 gold, basically in a pouch, and then they'll ask you to come by at basically the exact same time tomorrow to not only relieve their findings, but also just give you any more information about anything else that they found.
understood.
Guess,
Thank you very much.
Guess
So
I'll
we
wait.
take your leave.
And I guess I'll hold on.
50 gold each or total?
It's total.
50 gold total.
Okay, so
Split between 4 people is gonna be.
Full 50.
17 or 18, something like that, I think.
No, it's 12 gold, 50, 5 silver for each of us.
Yep.
Wait,
12 gold and 5 silver for everyone. All right.
Yep.
Good enough. I don't need looking at any more.
12 gold, 5 silver.
Perfect. So now you guys kind of go out. Would you guys like to do anything for the day, or basically kind of just wait it out and then just come back tomorrow and just do it real quick?
I'll go
I
to
need
the
to put my-
bar and have a drink.
I need to
Okay.
put my armor on.
Okay.
And you
Uh,
you should also put your armor on, Gleamy, if you haven't already. The one I gave you.
I figured I'd put that on while we were on the trip back to town.
So you all kind of adjust to your armor, kind of feeling it, and then obviously Urza Oze over here is gonna spend about 5 silver, grab a beer, a meal, and then just basically just take a night in the tavern, which is perfectly fine. Okay, so then to continue on, you basically kind of I'm assuming that you all spend the night in a tavern.
Yeah.
Okay, just mark off a quick 2 silver pieces, and then in the next day, you guys kind of come up upon the people. Sorry, the guild, the town hall, and they all, as you come in, they all have kind of grave looks on their faces, kind of quiet talkings between them all, and in those quiet talkings, you guys basically, yeah, it's that 3 section stuff, yes.
Yeah, but okay, so what it says is when you take an attack with the 3 section staff, you can also use a bonus action to make another attack with the 3 section staff. This attack hits, it deals 1d4. That's what it says under it.
Okay, so yeah, so it's basically using the monk's ability. So then, yeah, I guess you could use it, use the double-handed, and then use a second attack for the 1d4 for your fist. So I guess yeah, that would work. I'll allow it.
Attack action and attack with the 360. Yeah, so basically if I attack with the staff, I can apparently either choose to attack with the staff again, which will just be the D4, or I just attack with my fist.
Yeah.
So that's pretty neat. Glad it's a weapon that I can still work with.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so outside of that, though, you guys make it back and you see the grave. Basically, their faces looking interesting. As you come in, obviously, you're met with all of them. This time, instead of Anders standing up, you hear you hear Gillen speak up. Ah, adventures. It is good to see you again. We may call for your assistance. We sent our investigator to basically go down and confirm what you had stated, and he came back with the truth, which is definitely we are dealing with smugglers. I do not like to think about that, but we are definitely dealing with smugglers. The problem we have is that after basically investigating the entirety of the house and the caverns below, we believe that there is a ship that is communicating with the smugglers there, and they are transporting goods between the caverns and the ship. We were unable to find any sort of goods down there besides obviously the barrels of brandy that you brought back. So we thank you for returning all of the stolen goods. The problem is that the ship is most likely going to come in again, and we would like you to not only board the ship, but do whatever you may and basically stop this smuggling trade. You can board it, sink it, burn it, whatever. We would just like the smuggling to stop.
So we just do whatever you want with the ship.
Yes.
What's the reward for doing such a thing?
Can we get our reward before we do this?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. He slides. Basically, Gellin basically takes out another pouch, hands it down to the notary, who really quickly just hands it over to you. It's 200 gold in the stack. So basically, it's 200 divided by 4 is 50 gold each.
Right.
Yes, for this, we are offering a larger reward. We see all of you. We will double actually the past reward, so 100 gold to each of you, if you can help complete this, and anything you basically find in there. Give me a sec. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm saying this right. Yes, anything that you find on the boat, as long as it is not stolen goods, which we would appreciate if you returned, you may keep, unless it's all burned or it's sunk. Then obviously, whatever is left there will be to the bottom of the ocean.
Well, you see, if we're dealing with smugglers, that means the group that we fought down there were all smugglers, right?
Yes.
Most likely.
And it wasn't exactly an easy fight. These guys were decently geared. So I don't think 100 golds could be enough for each of us. I mean, after all, we're risking our lives to attack a ship here.
Well, it's not just 100 gold. We are offering you our support. We are offering you a boat to make it out to a smaller boat to make it out to there. And then if you're able to if you clear any items on the ship outside of stolen goods, we will obviously pay for the stolen goods, but you may keep any of the items that you find out on the ship. You may even keep the ship itself. We will write up a notary of ownership. You unfortunately will have to pay a little bit for the notary because that's not our work, that is of somebody else. But you can keep the boat, and we will also slash off, if you actually do manage to keep it, the docking fee to dock in one of our ports.
Okay.
So it is not really 400. It's dependent upon you. We just want the smugglers gone.
You see, now that I got notified with more, I'm down.
The
Yeah,
400 is just a monster reward. Everything else just adds on top of that.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
so
now
basically,
that we got info about more of what I was going for.
I'm offering you basically the 400 gold. You have the option of basically then keeping your own ship, as a possibility, and then whatever else is on there, as long as it's not stolen goods. You could quote keep the stolen goods, but selling them would be very difficult for you guys. But you can keep them. So it's up to you guys how you handle the situation.
I mean, they're gonna give us gold for the stolen goods we return, right?
They're gonna give you a finder's fee. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then I'm cool with this. I definitely want a ship. I'm not gonna lie.
We're lucky we haven't fucked someone that can pilot a ship, so we got that.
So the
Go for it.
support is just gonna be that boat to get us out there, huh? Or is
We will
there gonna
provide
be...
you with a boat and 2 volunteers, which will row you guys out there.
Okay. So we'll be actually just boarding them.
Yes, and then if there's anything else you need in regards to equipment or things of such, we're happily able to provide you to an extent.
Do we all have grapples or anything that we can actually get on the boat? Or are we just gonna be very simple? There's gonna be a ladder on the side of the boat.
I mean,
I mean, I can fly.
Yeah.
So
Okay, well that's
She
you.
can,
for me, it
we
don't
can give
matter.
her we can give her a rope, and she can help us get out by securing the rope to a part of the ship, or she can end up finding a ladder on the side of the ship, and we can use that to get up. One way or another, we're getting on that ship and we're busting these smugglers.
Okay, yeah, I mean, if everyone's down, I'm down to take on this test.
I think we should get supplies before we leave.
Well,
Would not be a
obviously,
bad idea.
But right now we could accept this. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So is there anything specific you guys want to ask from the town council? Really?
oh, can we get healing potions? We just get like potions and stuff, healing stuff.
We'd be willing to part with... there are 4 of you, correct? Yeah. 1 healing potion each, but know that if you do not complete the mission, we will ask to be reimbursed.
That's acceptable.
Fair trade.
I'll take 1 healing potion each.
Okay, so they basically have a guard go back into the back storehouse and bring out a box, and the box each has basically 1 healing potion.
So now I'm holding 2 since I bought 1 from the trader earlier. That's decent.
Okay, then if that is it, we bid you farewell and good luck on your journey. If you need to basically find the boat, we will have already sent a boat up, and it's waiting for you in the caverns at the house.
I hate to do this to you, but I want to run back to the blacksmith. I want to try and I want to see if I can get my hand on a better shield, or at least fix up the one I have or some shit. I don't know.
Okay, so that really depends on what you kind of want to do here. So, do you want a specially made shield, or do you want something in regards to like? So what do you? Are you asking for like type of like a common shield type of thing, or something like that, or?
I'm looking for something to just simply increase my armor class. I don't know the different types of shields or if they change anything. I don't fully know how shields work in this, to be honest with you.
You know what I'm gonna do? Don't go back to the armor because they don't have anything actually. If you want, you could ask Captain Zendros if you put her on retainer for her to try to find a specific item for you. So again, the problem is that when you go to regular blacksmiths or armorers or people, they won't realistically have items that you need or want. They're mostly just regular stuff that you can sell to and maybe purchase sometimes. Sometimes they'll have a mystical item, but most times they won't. So that's why...
Let's just kind of see what they have in stock.
Yeah, you can do that.
But, so no matter what is a shield, just a shield. There's not any differences between shields. It's just always just a shield.
There are some name shields. And again,
those are the magical ones.
Yes.
Okay, so unless I find a magical one, the shield I currently have isn't really going to get any better.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
You know what's funny? There is a shield out there that's actually the exact same as a regular shield. And if you want, you can find it in the armory of the dwarven anvil, and I'll let you know what it does.
Oh, all right.
So, in the dwarven anvil, you actually come upon a shield. It's got a face on it. You're not sure why, but whenever you look at it, you can see that it has a smile on it, and then you turn around, and then you turn back to it, and it's got a frown on it.
I use identify.
This is the shield of expression.
Oh no.
Basically, the front of the shield is basically a face, and while bearing the shield, you can use a bonus action to alter the face's expression. It gives no better AC than the shield, than a regular shield itself, but it costs like 8 times as much.
Well, how much does a shield normally cost then? Because if it's only 8 times,
10 gold, so 80 gold.
that's 80 gold for a shield that can change its face.
Exactly. It's practically worthless comparatively to just a shield, besides the fact that you can change the face.
Is it bad that I'm actually considering this?
No, I
Yeah.
knew you would. I knew you would. That's why I put the bait on the fucking hook, my dude.
I'm not even gonna lie. I even looked it up. That's all it says. That's all it says. Doesn't
Yep.
even give anything. What the fuck is this shield?
It's basically a shield made for people who want to buy a shield for shits and giggles.
AKA
But cost
Tyler.
8 times as much. Yeah, no, exactly. I'm putting the dollar on the fishing hook and say, "Ooh, you can grab it. Come on, grab it, grab it.
You gotta be faster than that.
Gotta be quick in that."
Yeah, we clear that.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
Oh,
After-
God.
After everything
I'm-
my character has seen and been through, I'm gonna pass on it.
Okay,
At least for now.
Oh.
okay. You,
Because at this current moment, in my character's opinion, the closest person he can trust with the people around him is Argent. The elf and the fairy he doesn't trust in the slightest.
Okay.
So he can't trust them to not try and take something from him.
Ooh, so you're worried about sticky fingers, huh? That's
Exactly.
that is a little bit of a trust issue right there, my man.
I'm
that
not
may
gonna
need
steal
to
that
be,
shield. I'm just saying.
That may need
Your
to be.
character wouldn't know that.
there
Your
must be a
character's
trust.
Your character's already tried to steal from my character before.
To be fair,
He's-
I saw a very expensive wine, and that's my flaw.
Hey,
If it's
hey.
an ugly shield, it's an ugly shield.
A, my character wouldn't steal the shield either, and B, you don't even know that my fairy stole some of your money that one time.
No, I know, but your attitude towards my character makes him dislike you,
Fair enough.
or at least untrustworthy of you.
Fair enough.
Argent is pretty much true neutral to my character,
He's
and
indifferent.
the elf, he already knows that the elf tried stealing from him. It didn't work out, but he knows. So,
Hey, if I don't see something expensive going in your pockets, I won't steal it.
but I don't know where you are, and my guy just doesn't trust you in the fucking slightest. And it comes down to, is it worth the money if the next day it can be stolen? Especially since it's effectively part of my lifeline. It's
Yep.
quite literally it can decide what makes me live or die to some extent. So yeah,
At the
that's,
end of the day,
that's
I'm saying I'm not gonna steal it, because I still have to make a choice if I'm going to or not.
no, I'm aware of that, but my guy doesn't know that. So yeah, I'm gonna pass on it this time. We'll
You
see.
can check
if,
to see how much it is.
Nah, he just more or less. I'm assuming because my guy wouldn't know the price. Well, actually, would he know the price off identify?
I thought
Or
you
is
said it was 80 gold.
Off identify, you kind of get a relative number, but you're able to identify the magic items. You're not really able to identify the cost.
but since he knows it's a magical item, he can probably guess that it's a little bit on the higher end.
you know it. Yeah, it's gonna cost more than a regular shield. Yeah.
Yeah, so then even if I don't know what the cost is, my guy is probably he'd be thinking that this is a magic item. Still don't want to spend that money to have it stolen. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on it this time. Maybe next time, we'll see. 'Cause I don't think anyone else is gonna come through and buy it. In all honesty,
Okay, I mean, let me just roll a quick d20 just to see. You know.
Oh God,
Oh,
it fucking eats me.
A guy walks in and buys the shield right in front of you.
Okay, I'll just kill him
That guy-
on the way out.
That guy is me being in my disguise of hat.
Oh no! A small dwarf is like, oh yes, this is the perfect shield for me. I will just buy this shield. It's got a face and everything. I love it. I'm kidding. So okay,
That's fine.
yeah.
I was about to say that would be literally the best ending.
Okay, so you pass on the shield. Would you
Yes.
like to head up to the haunted house?
I have effectively resigned myself as leading the group in any point, so I'm gonna leave that up to someone else.
I
all
think
good?
we should head back on up.
Actually,
Might as
hold on.
well.
I actually do want to visit one place. I just remembered. Is there a library?
A library? Yes, there is.
I would like to visit it.
No.
Okay, give me 1 second. Trying to find it on the map is the problem. Sometimes the map has a little too much. Gotcha. Okay, so if you look, number 4 is Eleander's house. When you actually see, it's tucked away,
All the way
edge of
up
town. Yep. It's basically one of the council members' houses, but it maintains the largest library in town. So you can basically just have any history of Saltmarsh or things that you might need to know. You might find it in his archives. So would you like to actually ask Eleander before you leave, if you could
Yes.
have access? Which okay, so basically, yeah, he lets you in. There's obviously like a side room that you can access outside of the house that will give you access to the house. He tells you there's a man in there by the name of Crag, and Crag will help you and assist you in those type of needs if you need to find a specific item within the library.
Yes, need to speak with Craig.
Okay.
Okay, I'm speaking to him?
Yeah. Yes, my name is Craig. How may I help you?
I would like to ask if you have any books about herbs, anything about plantation in general, and like their properties.
Let me see. I believe we may have a book on that, so he's going to start perusing real quick. So, just a quick question for anybody who you guys went through all of the house, right? You guys basically went up and down it.
Yeah,
Oh, at the
Yeah.
mansion? Yeah.
Yeah. Who here picked up books?
I did.
I
picked
gave
up
my
books.
book to Argent.
I have one of them when I stole it from him.
Do any of you remember picking up books by Tensor?
That was Galini.
Yep. So, yeah. Okay. I just wanted to see who had it, just in case.
Because I have the book of the Philosopher's Stone
Yep.
on me.
Not a problem. He looks through and he's looking and he's unable to find anything. Craig is like, unfortunately, right now I can't seem to have come across any sort of books on herbalism or any of the such right now. If you have some spare time, adventure, I would not mind if you were to help return to the library and kind of help me sort it. It may help in my endeavors to not only fix up the library, but maybe find certain books that you may need.
How long would it take to sort?
That and the graveyard. The graveyard could use a little bit of cleaning.
Okay, well, hold on now.
This would take like a day. This would take like a whole day just to kind of
I'm
like.
not cleaning a graveyard.
It would basically just to clean out part of like the library. Basically this would be like a downtime activity.
And I really would like to have the books though. Can I just inspect the area? Like if I investigate the shelves and all that, would I have a better chance of finding it?
You can try.
Okay, let's roll for investigating. I'm gonna investigate the shelves myself. And that is 11.
Okay. Basically, you look around, and unfortunately, you are not able to find anything. There's the pile of books here and there, as well as just books up on the shelf. After kind of looking for about an hour, you kind of just find that you just aren't able to find what you're looking for, and there's no sort of system right now. There used to be some in the earlier section, like the earlier sections of the library, but as you kind of try to go deeper, you found that there was not that books started kind of being mixed around and laid around, and you actually kind of found that some books that should have been in the front are now in the back.
He's a very bad librarian.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of books, and he's trying to put them all up. People just forget to put them up. He's trying his best.
Okay.
In fact, you should lose that. No, I'm just kidding.
So the question is, how long does it take to get to the boat? Like, well,
I mean, it'll take you a little less than. Basically, it's around the morning time after you've gone back to the town council. So so it's basically it's going to take you into the dusk of night when you get up to the haunted house. I should say lower evening dusk. Yeah.
that's fine with me. Then I will return later to go see about a book.
Okay.
And yeah, no, I'm good to go now.
Okay. Everybody good? When you're ready to go.
Hoping to find something.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, as you guys kind of go up, you have no problems. I'm not going to really put anything on in your path as you go up. You arrive in the haunted house, and then you go down, and at the bottom you see basically two guards with a boat, a small fishing boat that can carry your entire party and them, and they meet you there. Ah, hello, adventurers. Are you the one sent by the town council?
That we are. I'm assuming our escort to the ship.
Yes, we will row the boat out if need be, just wherever you may need to. We are just waiting to see if we see any sort of signal. We have not as of yet, but we expect within the next day or so to see some sort of signaling. But we assume that it's going that you're probably going to see it as we don't really have a good way of communicating. We actually don't know how between us and the ship how they kind of signal each other.
Right.
Do you happen to know?
Yeah. Did we take that naval almanac from that room next to where we found Shit Shack?
Shake Shack! And yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we are close enough to hear him.
Seriously, what is that?
The
What
naval
signal
what?
is it appearing?
Remember when we were upstairs before we ended up finding those, we ended up killing that man who we rescued. Did we take that book at all? The book that had like the naval signals and all that?
I did not take a book of naval signals, did you?
I didn't either.
Did any?
Let's,
Did you
Why
take a
don't you
book
hit
of
back
naval
up
signals?
I did. Why don't you head back up there and check to see if we left it?
Yeah, that's
And
fine.
I think we can use that to figure out what the signals are.
I need you all to roll an intelligence check.
Oh man, you're gonna kill me. My guy's not smart.
14.
16.
And suppose I'm just happy I got double digits.
Gotcha. 14, 16, 10, and let's see. Galena, what do you roll?
You just rolled a 14.
14? Okay. Those of you who rolled that basically 14 or higher, you remember that you got a paper from one of those books that may have indicated signaling.
I
Do any of
don't
you
have
remember it?
paper, but
It would have been myself or Chen that would have had it. And yeah.
It definitely would have been you, Glee, because for the most part, you had all the books.
Yeah.
Do you remember the book A Treatise Concerning the Demigod Eos?
Yep, that was you, Galini.
Yeah, I remember that.
A paper fell out of it. One that sorry, not that one, but it was. I'm trying to remember. Yes, you guys found Sambalet's spell book, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, inside that was there's a signaling system that you guys kind of found. So if you need to, real quick, can whoever remembered that, would they please, Gleany, I think you did. Would you take that out, and then would you try to roll investigation?
What's this one? I've got a bonus for. 16.
With 16, you are able to decipher a couple of these sentences, or the messages, by basically combining long and short flashes. And you realize that from Sambalet's room, not only did you get the signaling system, but you also got the bullseye lantern. The lantern that if you open and close it, it will make signals, so you can signal out to the ship. So the signals that you have, there are 3 that you were able to decode: long, short, short, short. And you saw on the scribbles is it safe? It matches up with the with those basically the long, short, short message. You're able to decipher that short, long is equal to basically everything safe.
All clear. Okay.
And then the third one is long, which is ready to unload. Come to the ship.
Alright, I guess try to use that one then.
All right. Now I figured since the room we found this in, we'll need to go upstairs and actually. I've got that lamp with me, don't I? All right. So one of us want to go upstairs, send this signal, and then we'll see if they either send the ship out to us, like a little lifeboat or whatnot, or we have to end up going out to them. Because if we can get them to come to us, we can take out that portion of their party. Then we can head on out to their ship and deal that much less. Otherwise, we'll only deal with their full force, depending on how many they have.
Yeah, I think the first option's better. Just get them to come out.
Alright. I'm going to head upstairs and send this signal, assuming I can actually see that they're out in the harbor or whatnot.
In that case, I'm assuming we all know about what he's about to do. Could we set up an ambush?
Down in the cavern? Yeah. If you want.
Yeah.
Tell me what you're doing.
So
All
I
right,
think
I'm going to go up.
I think everyone else should hide wherever they can. I'm going to use my hat of disguise to look like one of the smugglers. I'm going to make it look like I'm Sam Billette, waiting. And
You have a
then
disguise kit? Or your disguise self, yeah.
I got my disguise self. So I'm gonna disguise as Sam Billette, waiting for them. And when they are ready, I'm gonna give everyone a signal. Let's see. Man, this beer is tasty. I guess will be the signal. And then at that signal, everyone should just jump up, depending on how many there are. I think that would be a simple way. And do we get anything for ambushing? We roll with advantage or something?
Your first attack can come before the round actually starts, so you get like basically a preemptive attack before the initiative actually rolls through.
Okay, so like, so everyone does?
Mm-hmm. Well, depending on who attacks, obviously.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. I'm down with
Cool.
that. Is everyone cool with that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are 3 of you waiting down there, and then obviously Argent's up there just waiting to see the signal.
Yep.
He's
Alright.
ready to send a signal, and I'm ready to disguise myself when needed. Everyone else is
So as
ready.
nightfall comes around, basically the fog starts to kind of roll in. The moon is at its apex. Argent, you notice out in the fog a light. You see long, short, short, short. Like you're seeing these blips long, short, short, short.
All right. And then it's long for the for
Well,
come and send the ship out. Then
Well, you tell me. What are they communicating to you?
I gotta find a memory of a goldfish. God damn it.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
This is why you write notes down. So give me what signal you're gonna use here.
I'm gonna use the one to say that says we're gonna send the ship in to pick stuff
What's
up.
the signal? What is it?
3 long, 1 short, right?
You want to use that? You want to look? I'm assuming you still kept the sheet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You look at the sheet. It's if you do long, short, you're basically saying gibberish. No, it's not.
Okay.
So they asked long, short, short, short. Is it safe? The other two responses that you know are long, which is ready to unload, come to the ship, or short, long, everything safe.
Short, long. Then I'll send that out.
Okay, you send out short, long, and then the ship replies after it sees that long.
Yeah, I think. All right. And that's the one that we're actually going to be sending a ship out then, or are they calling us out to come out then?
As far as you can tell, you are receiving the message ready to unload. Come to the ship.
Okay, so they're asking us to come to the ship.
Looks like we're going to go
So
out there.
we have to go to them, or are they coming to us?
Well, I'll head back down and deliver the news then.
So we gotta wait for Mr. Roboto to come back down and tell us what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, it's just we're going to the ship is basically what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. So you know, what is it? What is it, Mr. Roboto?
All right. I'm sitting after a quick truck down from the house into the caverns. Jenna, Onyx, Ezra, guards, I didn't have to catch your name. Load the boat. We're going to go meet them.
That's right. Now the question is, can we? Is there any like tarp or anything that we could that's left over?
Sure, we could find some material in here to
Asian.
give us a little bit of disguise, but
You still have any of that silk?
Oh, I sold all of Asian.
Yep.
Is there any like tarp or anything with the boat they have?
It's just a sailing vessel that they can row out. There's not really any tarp in that. No.
Quick question: how is a 500-pound piece of metal going to sit peacefully on that boat?
Very easily.
Carefully.
By
Carefully.
not thinking about it.
We don't
Very
remind the
carefully.
DM of that part. That's how that works.
Carefully is how it works.
Okay, I have anything?
Okay, so are the seats kind of like benches?
Yeah.
Is it possible, because I'm only like 2 feet or so, whatever, I'm small, can I just like sit underneath one of the benches? So say like if Shanna, for example, or even Arjun's sitting down on the bench, can I sit underneath the bench under them to hide? Or is that still too small of an area?
No. Well, you're too. Yeah. It is going to be a little bit too small of an area, unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so my guess is whatever is left in there that we haven't like taken, which is not much. I know the barrels is gone, the silk is gone. What is that? What was on that table that was in that little room before the boat? Is there anything on that table?
What table? Because there's multiple tables. Are you talking about the
Uh,
one in the cellar?
Underneath the cellar, you know, underneath the cellar there's that where the boat is.
There is no table
There's-
down there.
What is this little? Is that a rug on the ground then?
Yeah, it's a mat.
Alright. I mean, I guess I could maybe run. Like, see, I'm thinking like if I stay as hit with the disguise as Sambalet and then have everyone hidden in the boat when we get on there. Just use that as like a way of moving, you know? I'm not seeing much as soul level save. Alright, I mean, I'm down to go if everyone else is ready.
Blow him up. Ezra, we are going to do your best to hide. Urza. Sorry.
Thank you.
I figure China can use their hats, seeing as they can potentially disguise themselves pretty well with it.
Yeah,
Onyx and I, we're
disguise as
just going
Sambalet.
to...
Well, disguise kit. Is that a one-time use? How does that work?
Disguise kit basically allows you to make basically deception checks to basically disguise yourself as as certain people. So like it tops on to if you want to make a certain disguise to do that, but sometimes it takes time to do that is the problem.
Okay, so we don't have the time, and I should have prepped it beforehand. The fan
Yep.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. Figured I'd ask.
You're good.
So
Alright, so then I got nothing.
let's all load up. And right before we get on the boat, I'm gonna disguise as Sambalet. And I'm gonna claim as the story is that you're all my minions.
Okay, sounds good to me. So, basically, you guys all get on the fishing boat. The guards will row you out, and you guys are now basically rowing out to the boat. So the boat currently is sitting in the fog at night. It's obviously got its lights off. You guys also have your there's nothing like it, unless you guys want to have light. Do you want to have light on the boat?
I think we can all see in the dark, really, so I don't know if it really matters.
So no.
Yeah,
No.
rather not give them.
Okay.
Give us the way.
Now the ship is basically sitting starboard. So basically the if you kind of imagine it this way, the ship is facing parallel to the cove. So the side that's facing it is the left side. So you can't really see it from the distance that you're at because the fog is covering it. But they're most likely people waiting on that side. So what would you like to do? Where would you like to come up on the boat?
We're in a small fishing boat. We're on the left-hand side.
You're in a small fishing boat. You haven't come up to the boat yet. But you notice it is parallel to the cove, and the bottom part is basically where there are probably people sitting waiting for basically the tinier boat to basically come up on them.
So there are people.
You see that from a
waiting for us.
distance. You see that from a distance. You're not sure. You suspect though that they're waiting on that side.
I'm thinking we just go in normally, because if we got
I'm just-
quote Sambalet,
I'm gonna
Minions.
stand at the front of the boat as we row in.
Okay.
We're gonna row
worst
to
case
those.
scenario, we'll just throw the ferry at them.
Gotcha. So you roll in, and then you basically put down the they basically put down a ladder for you to climb up on. And I'm guessing you guys climb up onto the ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the four of you go up. The guards kind of stay down there. They're just kind of sitting at the ship. And then as you're coming upon the ship, you see there's one guy behind you, and then there's one guy kind of sitting there. The guy who's in front looks at you guys, and he's like, "Oi, Sambalet, what are you doing here? Did you have words with the captain?"
I brought us some new cargo. Sambalet goes where he pleases, and I would like to speak with said captain. I have news. Some new news about what just happened at the mansion.
New news with did something happen there?
Yeah, something very interesting that only the captain should know about.
If you can tell the captain, you can tell me as first mate.
let's just say that building that we had held up. I'm assuming they know about the alchemist, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The alchemist was actually slain.
Hmm. Okay, so I do want to say, so as you come up, through, though the light is dim at best, basically, so you can see details of the ship's main deck. In the center forward of the mast, a jolly boat is lashed to the deck with ropes. Aft of the mast is a hatch to the below decks area and a rope ladder climbing to a crow's nest above. Two human figures basically had greeted you, and then you can see vague outlines to the fore and aft below the upper decks, standing there, and that's it. So yeah, so then you basically met the crew member and the first mate.
Is that really the only two people that is in visual sights?
Roll perception.
Alright. Go take a quick look around. Perception is 4 plus 13. 17.
17. So with that, you can't really see a lot as the lights are, as I said, dim. Even though you have night vision, but you because even though you can't see them, you can hear. There seems to be somebody up in the crow's nest. Like you hear kind of footsteps here, there, basically a creaking of the wood in the up part of the crow's nest.
Okay. So total 3. Yes. I'd like to. How do I want to do this? I'd like to ask the first mate. Where's the captain currently at? Is he
He's in his
captain
quarters. Yes, and sorry, I would like to retcon one thing real quick. On the front of the ship, there is one pirate basically that you can see, where he was kind of basically he put down the anchor, but he's like basically checking it, and then there's actually two basically leaning against on the poop deck on the back part. The tiller is the most prominent feature of this area, rising from the deck about 6 feet from the stern and having a horizontal arm some 6 feet long. Against this arm on the starboard side and looking coastward stands a human figure. Leaning on the starboard rail and looking toward the coast are 3 human figures. The one nearest the stern holds something in his hand at shoulder level. Occasionally he adjusts it in some way. So, basically,
quite a few people.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is interesting.
So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 currently out on the top of the ship. Sorry, I should have said that better. That's my bad.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask the first mate to take me to the captain and have some of his crew empty the little boat of the little loot that was in there.
Okay. He looks over the board, sees what he can, and gestures to some of the crewmates up on the poop deck to basically start getting the load from below. He then gestures you to come with him to see the captain.
I'm assuming I'm bringing everyone, like usual.
Nope, just you.
You're the only one that's got enough pull to actually be there. The rest of us are just grunts.
Well, not only that, but you said you had important things for the captain's ears only.
Yeah, I did that. Did backfire. I guess on the way crossing these 3, I'm gonna signal them to. I don't know. What do we want to do? There's a lot of people here.
Sure, you want to signal something with a bunch of pirates around or smugglers around?
I mean, what are they gonna look at?
On top
I'm
of that,
Shambhalette.
Yeah, but on top of that, 2 of us are dense as fuck. You signal something and we can interpret it as burn the entire fucking place down.
I guess I'll have to signal the Argent then. I need to think of what, I want to signal.
I think you just kind of fucked, Chief.
I think you just kind of, did something.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a big brain play and I decided to bring pawns with me. I don't know, this is difficult.
There's not really anything you can do.
I guess it'll just be up to you guys to figure out what's going on with the rest of the ship.
Okay, so 3 of you are left on top, and then basically, if you can see from that first picture, there should be basically a door. So if you can, there's the upper deck, and then the main deck. He leads you into a door on the upper part of the under, basically leading under the poop deck that leads to the captain's quarters.
Is that on one of these pictures too?
Yeah, if you're looking at the pictures that I sent you, it's the first one. No, sorry, it's the second one.
Okay.
So that's the main deck.
Second one, which is that one. Okay. I
Mhm.
know.
And then as you enter, I'm going to send you a quick picture. That is the captain, Captain Sigurd.
Okay.
Ah, Sandblet. What brings you here tonight?
I have news about that old chemist that we locked away in that mansion we were hiding out. It seems.
Yeah.
It seems while we're freaking through our recent findings, there was a lot of noise above us. As we were prepared to see what was going on, it seems there was a fight. I don't know how many people there were, but all the skeletons and the chemist is dead on the ground. No one else seems to be in the mansion though, and all the stuff that the chemist was locked with is gone too.
So you're saying somebody snuck down into the cellar and keyhauled the alchemist and all of his things?
Yes, all of his stuff is currently gone, and now I need to do this. Where is he at? There we go.
I need you to roll deception.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh,
I hate everything. I hate everything. 8.
Where's the fuck?
8.
Oh yeah, at least I would
It
give
is
bonus.
So, Sandblet, if that do be the story, how is it that neither you nor your men were able to see who done did it?
Who done diddly did it?
Who done diddly did it?
Oh, by the time the pawns I sent up there to go check got up there, they reportedly seen nothing.
Nothing, eh? Well,
Yes.
as I recall, your study was next to there. Anything of yours be taken?
Yes, actually, my spell book is missing.
For a wizard such as yourself, that'd be a very important item.
Yes, well, it is my study. I decided to lay down while I was looking through the barrels of beer and a couple of things that we have recently gathered.
We're so fucked.
From what I remember, I don't believe you were much of a drinker, Sandbalette.
I'm not drinking. I'm just keeping inventory. Is there something wrong with that, Captain?
Aye, not a lot. It's just very strange that you would let something or someone past your men, past the traps that you may have told me about and set up, and then they had made it all the way past your room and into specifically just the alchemist, and they had no other idea of anything else going on. It seems to me that there may be a setup afoot.
I promise you, Captain. There ain't no such thing as a setup. I'm missing items. Chemist is dead, and I have the skull to prove it. And
You mean there's nothing that Sandbalette would think is afoot?
yeah, there's nothing Sambalette would think of. But after all, I am Sambalette.
Sandbalette, let me tell you a story. If you would follow me, please.
Yes.
So, basically, he leads you back out his door, and then, there's your guys up there. The men are kind of busy, kind of taking up the cargo, and as you kind of get out, he kind of looks around, yes, seeing, and then he turns to you, pulls out his crossbow, and points it at your face. Now, Sandbalette, see, I don't very much like lion, and I feel like you be a lion to me. So now, if you would,
Lion,
you and your
Mr.
men can get back on the boat with nothing, and if you would like to, we can do another arrangement next time. I will not have no lion on this ship. To me.
And okay, so it's like dusk right now, right? So it's about to be
Mhm.
night.
Well, it's gotten to nighttime by the
It's
time
gotten to
you've
nighttime,
gotten
okay.
yeah. It's basically been nighttime as basically since you started rowing out.
Okay, sir. And then I'm gonna turn around and look at my crew, but specifically look at one person, and it's gonna be Tyler. Does he have to roll for anything to understand I'm looking steady at him?
No, it's just
No?
you're looking at him.
Okay.
That's a nice mast. It's made of nice solid oak. I'm just
Okay.
really admiring it right now.
And on that,
Understood?
I
On that
think
note-
you could have went with a much better
Pull a
choice,
Jason,
Jason.
fuck it all up.
on that note, as you say, Captain, I will give the command to my minions to load back on the boat.
Cool. Then be on your way. When we meet next, may it be more favorable. Maybe you not be there next time.
Okay.
That may be more favorable.
One sec.
There's no way.
No, I'm. Okay, there's a long list of shit that I can do right now.
Okay, so are you guys getting back on the boat?
No,
I-
just give me a
I'm
second.
gonna walk to the group, and I'm gonna tap
Okay.
Tyler on the shoulder, and I'm gonna whisper in his ear, use your command spell, and then start loading back on the
What?
boat.
Do you
On the
want me to
cap-
fucking make one of his guys betray him? What do you want from
No!
me?
Use it on the fucking captain, bruh.
What good does that do?
Make him, change his mind.
For 10 seconds, I think that's all it lasts when not in
10
combat.
seconds is long enough.
For what? What the fuck would
Oh my
it change?
word.
He'd just get confused and enraged.
Alright, never mind.
Dude,
It seems to be such a simple thing, but, I guess it ain't gonna be enough.
No, you're fucking being dumb. You don't know how the command spell works. That's even assuming
tell
it
him a
fucking
word.
lands. No. Okay. The way command works, if it misses, roll initiative. Even if it succeeds and he listens to the command where he's just like, oh, never mind. It's fine. Load up. 10 seconds later, he realizes he was under a spell. Then roll initiative. There is no way out of this where we don't roll initiative. It has already been thoroughly fucked up. The best way I could possibly use the command spell at this point in time is having the fucking guy in the crow's nest climb down, fucking fail a dexterity check, and fall to his fucking death to at least have one less person to fight. That is the only thing I could possibly think of.
The
So,
only thing that I
okay,
can
question.
think
How
of
many
for
people
mine-
would there actually be the fight if we start the fight right now?
So currently there are people who are loading it up. It was the people who they were sent down, or sorry, sent from above. So you have the guy on the forward side of the ship that's kind of still like just holding just kind of watching the anchor, watching the shoreline. There's the first mate kind of directing the crew members. There's about 4 crew members there, basically just kind of helping out. Sorry, 3, and then there's 1 in the crow's nest, and then there's basically now the captain on the main deck, and then there's 1 person holding the whatchamacallit, what's in the back? I'm trying to remember. Give me 1 second. It's called the tiller. One of them holding the tiller, and then 2 more men. One of them in a cloak, kind of just with a like basically just a guiding thing, I think it was, but he's holding something that you're not sure actually about.
The only thing that I could think of for my fairy
But-
to do would be to try to find a way to sneak up to the crow's nest and just straight up kill the dude up there. but like I don't know how I could do that stealthily. That's the only issue I'm running into.
I mean, Tyler could just command him down to go fall to his death.
That's assuming he were to fail a dexterity. I mean, technically speaking, I guess I could stack a few things, but I don't know how Asian would want to roleplay that out because I'd have to use prestidigitation to make the ladder slippery, or the rope I think he climbs on. Is the ladder or rope he uses?
So it's a rope ladder.
Rope ladder. Okay, so I mean, I could make the rope slippery and then command him to come down. He might slip off if he fails the dexterity, maybe. No matter what, no matter which way we go, there is going to be an initiative roll unless we leave. If we leave, that is the only fucking way this isn't going to result in initiative rolling. And there's what, 7, 8 people?
2, 5. Agent, how many? What, like?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 guys
So
plus the captain?
There's
No, 10 guys, including the captain.
So there's 10 guys. We have us 4 plus the 2 soldiers that we've got from whatever.
So it'd be
Salt mines.
6v10.
6 or 6v10, either way.
My guy's not a strategist, all things considered. He knows how to keep himself alive and he knows how to fight, and that's about where that ends. So
My fairy just knows
he's
it's
not going.
essentially just brute force, so she doesn't know. Yeah.
I'm not going to make the choice here if we want to fight. I will follow up with whatever choice is chosen, but that's about it.
I won't make the choice either, again, for the fact that the only thing my fairy knows would be just straight up, just head on brute force. And right now, I don't think that would be the smartest idea to do that.
Okay, so enough kind of, because this is technically metagaming. I'm just basically gonna, you've gone over, the captain's gonna look at all y'all and basically give you, so off with you now, down the ladder you go. Or if need be, off the side.
Yeah, I mean, be down to do ambush and stuff. Yeah, let's just get on the boat. Signal everyone to get on the boat, and then I follow up seconds after.
I guess we're getting on.
We'll see ye tomorrow, but it better be under more favorable circumstances. If we need to send a crew out to see ye and make sure everything's safe over there, it will be very unfortunate. So you guys kind of get on the boat and then leave?
I guess so.
Could we just linger on the little boat,
On the
like
open
at
sea.
well, not an open sea. I'm like lingering close by where they can't see us, so we could actually just kind of like sneak up on it, or no?
Yeah, so basically the ship is kind of surrounded by fog, and again, there's very dim light on the ship, but and obviously you don't have any. So if you want, I need you guys to who has the water vehicles?
That'd be me.
Okay, can I just get you to roll a d20 and then plus I think for water vehicles it's just plus the your dexterity?
Dex?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the water
So I got land vehicles, I know.
12.
You got a 12? Okay.
Yeah.
With the 12, you're able to basically kind of maneuver the boat, and then I need you to not really. No, actually, no, never mind. You're able to kind of maneuver the boat into the fog. They see it go out, and then it looks like they go back to their tasks at hand. So the people who are bringing stuff up now have to put it back down.
So, in other words, can we sneak up to the boat now without it being really obvious?
Yeah, if you want, you could try to get the boat alongside try to get your boat alongside the big ship.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. Everyone agree with that? Because the thing
Yeah,
is,
that'll
if we start an ambush, we can just start picking off some guys before.
Well, so the
We get
question is,
advantage.
where are you going to put the ship? Your ship, like where are you trying to maneuver to? The back, the front, one of the sides.
I
Like,
think for now we'll just sit at the stern and wait for them to basically pass out,
Stern?
and then try to board
Is that
back
what
on.
the back of the boat?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm down for that. You could wait a couple hours and see how it turns out, you know?
So you basically just start rowing very gently, and then you make it to the back of the boat, the stern. You're not able to see anything because, again, this is a large ship, and you've got a very small sailboat. But you hear footsteps every so often, and for a bit it's quiet, and then you'll maybe hear a footstep here and there, but you're not really sure if any have left or what's going on. How late until the night do you want to stay? Is the question.
Um.
Let's say just what, 2 or 3 hours?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Because I mean,
an hour or two.
if it's already late at night, I'm assuming majority of the people are probably gonna be passed out, or underneath celebrating or whatever.
Who knows?
Oh, okay. So I say maybe 3 hours.
Okay, 3 hours. Got it.
And well, on that note, I'm gonna Urza, can you fly up there and quickly check it out? Don't get seen. Just peek over the edge.
Yeah, I suppose I can. And I'll fly up and I just very carefully just peek, just my eyes over the railing, essentially peek around.
Gotcha. So on the back, yeah, you're basically doing that. I'd like you to roll perception.
It's a fucking 1.
It's all on her now.
Close. I got a 4.
Oh no.
Shit. Was that with the?
That I don't have a plus anything, so
Okay.
it's just
Shit.
4.
So on the back, basically you can't see past the poop deck, unfortunately. So all you see is basically the one guy holding the tiller, and then one more guy up there. So it seems that one of them that was up there that was trying to read the basically just kind of read the stars and everything, kind of that type of stuff. He left, but there's still 2 on the poop deck that you can see. You can't see anything else. You try to look, the fog is too heavy.
Does she know? Does she
this
know
might
if they're
be a
looking at
dumb-
her?
They're looking away. One of them
Okay.
one of them is basically leaning on the till. He's looking basically towards the front. The other one is looking off to the side. So if you think if you look at it, basically put one of them on the till and then one of them like on the railing near the front, and that's where they are, kind of just like looking.
This might be a dumb question. You said one of them was holding like what would you say, a tiller?
Yeah, so the tiller is that little if you look at the boat picture, it's the
I don't have it in front of me.
oh, gotcha.
Okay, hold on. Okay, tiller. Okay,
Yeah.
it's like a bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the bar on the back.
Used to steer to guide the ship. Some ships, some bigger ships, obviously have the wheel. This one just has a tiller.
Okay.
So it's closer and closer to like a caravel then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's one guy on the tiller and then one guy on the railing, basically at the front of the poop deck, and that's it.
Are there like windows like on the bottom part of the ship at all? Or no?
On the side of the ship.
That's a good question. Let me see real quick.
Because if there are, would I be able to just take an eye and peek through like at least one of the windows?
Yes. So you're able to see there's one window in the back for one of the rooms. From how they basically had it set up, that there's no window for the captain's quarters, because remember, Chenna got taken to the captain's quarters. It's on the other side. So on the other side, you're able to actually see that there is well, actually, no, there's 2. There is 2 windows. So which one do you want to actually check in is my question first. I'll let you pick.
One's at the stern. Where's the other window?
No, they're both at the stern. It's just
Oh.
depending upon what you want to see, which room you want to see into, because there's 2 different windows.
Can I kind of peek into both of them?
Yeah, I'm just asking which one you want to look into first.
the left one. I don't know. I don't
The
know where
left
these
one? Okay.
exactly they
The
are.
left one,
I just know that they're there.
you're looking in, and this seems to be a cabin for somebody. The furnishings and fittings are of what you seem to be good quality, and the place is tidy. A single bunk made up with bed linen has its head against the bulkhead running along the center line of the ship. A polished wood table stands in the center of the room, bolted to the deck. On the table is a silver looks like a silver bowl containing an assortment of fruit. Um, and you see a goblet and a plate. You're not sure what's inside the goblet. You see two upright wooden chairs and a padded leather chair kind of sit along the table. And you see a chest along the stern of of basically the end of the bed. And outside of that, you see some leather boots, and you see the man up on the top who was originally there, kind of just sleeping. He was the one who had something in his hand that you weren't sure about. He seems to be kind of nodding off in his sleep now.
In the quarters in that room.
In that room specifically.
In like his bunk or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then can I check that second window?
Yes. So in the second window, you see, and you would know this. This would be the captain's quarters. It's as so this cabin is basically clean, and its furniture is in good sorts. A single bunk made up with bed linen has its head against the bulkhead, running along the center line of the ship, next to a wooden partition squaring off the corner near the main deck. You see a writing desk is set against the hull towards the stern. It has a drawer on each side and three trays on the top that you can see. Along the desk is basically an ink pot, some pens, a knife, and some other things that you're kind of just seeing an assortment on the deck. Against the deck is a wooden chair, and beside it is a chest that you can see. You basically can't see much else in there, but you do know that that the captain is in there. He hasn't nodded off to sleep, but he's in the chair, kind of writing at the desk.
He's writing?
Yeah, he's writing something.
Okay. I'll go back down to the boat. I'll tell them all that I saw.
Okay.
So I went up to the top. Couldn't see much. Two, maybe three guys. And then there's one window on the left here. I looked. Didn't see much. One dude nodding off on the bunker. Maybe a chest, a bed or two. Then I went to the right window over there. That's the captain's quarters. Didn't see much. Again, chest, bed, whatever. The captain was writing something, it looked like, but I couldn't tell or see exactly what he was writing.
Okay.
I got 2 oil flasks, and with prestidigitation, I can actually start small fires, but no bigger than like a torch. However,
So
if it goes past that, that's where it gets different.
I got an idea, and since we're on the boat, I can explain. I'm gonna disguise myself as one of their smugglers. I'm assuming no one should question it if I just walking around. Assuming. And we could start a small fire on one end of the boat, like at the bottom end of a boat or something. Get everyone's attention there, and we could either ambush or approach from the top side from there. Because it's either we start, because I don't think we could burn the whole boat without someone noticing. At least
If
in
the fire
time.
gets big enough for them to not be able to stop it, though, then they'll go
But
overboard, maybe, but...
it has to get big enough before they notice, which is unlikely.
Let's just go with
But
this. How about I just disguise myself as one of the crew, get on board when they're not looking. I do a quick perception check to see if I can see how many people are. And if it works, if it's not that many, I'm going to talk with one and you guys ambush them. Yeah?
How are you gonna let us know to come up to ambush, though, if
If,
you're up there
if
scouting?
I'm talking to one, you should understand. I mean, if it's pretty quiet right now and I just start talking to one of them,
Yep.
Are you just gonna say so, like the 5 of you, or the 6 or 4 or 3 of you up here, or whatever? How are we supposed to know how many there are? Is what I'm
Yeah,
asking.
I could say that.
Jenna,
I could say that I could actually say the captain only has 6 of us up here tonight. That is kind of strange. That's a number of
So
how
that
many
would
people.
mean there'd be 5 of them total, because you said 6 of us.
Yes.
Jenna, would you
Yes.
mind saying something in Elvish so that I would be able to understand, so I can give these two a signal to, we can all just get up there? Because we don't know if they can understand Elvish, but I can.
What would be the reason to speak Elvish, though? That's the thing. If he just all of a sudden speaks Elvish, they'd look at me like, what the hell?
Say some swear in the Elvish tongue, and that'll give us a signal to come up.
Then they'll look at him and be like, what the hell? Why are you making noises? Like, they'll be very suspicious.
I think the best way to
Say
do it
slip
is
of the tongue.
I think the best way to do it is I'll just say how many there are, and when you guys get that information, you start coming up, and then I will speak Elvish to start the ambush. Yeah. Then I don't have to sit there and scream it.
Elvish?
Nope.
See, there you go.
Huh?
I understand Elvish.
Yeah, but Onyx does not.
Onyx doesn't.
All you have to know is when Galini moves in, you guys just gotta go in too.
Well, I know Elvish too, but I'm just saying Tyler doesn't.
Okay, but again,
so I don't know, and he's dumb. He's dense.
You guys are really overcomplicating this, in all honesty.
I'm really not. I'm just saying, let's do this, and we keep adding more to it.
Yeah, I don't know why the Elvish thing is here. This is all out of character, mind you. I don't know why the Elvish thing is here.
To me, the Elvish thing doesn't make any sense.
We're moving forward. We're done. I'm done with this. We've spent so long just trying to talk about this. I'd rather just go guns blazing at this point and die. All right. I'm going to go up there. I'm going to go up there, disguised as him. I'm going to disguise myself as a smuggler. I'm going to go up there and talk to one of them. And, first I'm going to do a perception check to see how many there are, okay?
Well, first, I need you to roll strength, and I need you to roll sneak. Or, stealth.
Wouldn't it be acrobatics to make my way up
there?
No,
it's strength to make it. It's strength to make it up, alongside basically the stern, and then it's stealth to not get caught.
Okay.
Because you don't have a ladder, you don't have any sort of things. You're basically just trying to pull yourself up, on the wood. So it's just a strength.
Well, for strength, I got 8.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
And God, when I need to hit high, and you said I need to do stealth.
Stealth, yes.
Which I should be fine because I got a 5 in it.
3.
All right, 6. Fuck me.
No,
we want to have a good time.
No. That's not a 6. That is a nat 1 plus 5.
It's still 6.
The nat 1 part is important.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Very, very interesting. Lord, you're trying to pull yourself up. You are unable to kind of pull yourself up very quickly, but what happens is you accidentally basically slip on one of the windows on the back, and upon doing so, you wake up the guy in the room that's basically next to the captain,